Hello, guys. Good day. This is Anne of Reinforcement Club, your fellow positive reinforcer. Today, I'm just going to speak my mind about the Irish weather, the Irish, particularly Irish winter, in comparison to the weather in the Philippines. I'm actually, I was born in the Philippines, and I lived there for over 30 years, and I'm just here in settling in Ireland for almost 5 years in a row. And the differences of the weather is quite, I mean, huge. It's definitely huge because winter, especially winter, and the way we don't have winter in the Philippines. Winter in Ireland would feel like stepping into entirely a different world compared to the tropical climate in the Philippines. And especially that the Christmas is near, and I can every time December comes, I could clearly remember how people treat the month in the Philippines, December, Christmas, because we'll be heading towards Christmas Day as well as New Year's Eve. And that's already a big deal for us. That's family time all the way. Now, speaking about the weather, yeah, it's quite favorable to have a massive celebration in the Philippines with videoke and like games outside because of the weather. Temperature wise in the Philippines, even the coolest months have around 22 degree. And there's no winter, just a wet, rainy, and dry season, even in December. So, for sure, at this moment, malls, shopping center, supermarkets are already busy, getting busier as Christmas is getting close. Ireland's winter, though mild compared to other parts of Europe, it can drop to 0 degree or lower. The cold, damp air combined with wind would likely feel quite harsh to someone like me who used to tropical weather. So, so far since I work here, I have nothing much to complain about it. But when I feel like it's December, I keep remembering my family in the Philippines. Like they're getting busier and busier towards Christmas. In terms of sunlight, since the time I get up this morning around 9 o'clock, it's still, sunlight wise, it still looks like 6 p.m. in the Philippines here in Ireland. In the Philippines, daylight is fairly consistent year round with 12 hours of light and darkness each day. While in Irish winters, it's a short days here with daylight lasting only 7 to 8 hours. The long nights might initially feel strange or even gloomy and cold. So, if you are a newly expat, just landed in Ireland, for sure you're going to miss the fun in the Philippines. Well, I'd say some of the Filipinos might dislike the hotness, the warmth of the sun in the Philippines, the scorching heat. But the fun in the Philippines, that's what we do miss. Some Filipinos prefer to enjoy and be with the Irish weather, while some would always miss the scorching sun, scorching heat of the Philippine weather. In terms of rain and moisture, both countries, Philippines and Ireland, experience a lot of rain. But Philippines rain tends to be torrential, yeah, and short-lived, often accompanied by thunderstorm. So I have experience living in the city and in province in the Philippines, and it's still the thunderstorm and the rain is the same. It's just that it's quiet, a bit, the way a bit dirty. in the city compared to the province, but it's still the same rain and thunderstorm. And it's the rain actually can be predictable. You know you know you know exactly that it's gonna rain, and when it's gone, it's done. The rain is done. While in Ireland, it's gonna be sunshine for 30 minutes and then rain and then cold and it's gonna be sunshine again. So it's the weather in Ireland is quite fast changing compared to the Philippines. It's just the temperature is consistent. It's cold, a bit cold. You know, if an Asian person would evaluate it, it's a bit cold. Ireland's rain is more frequent but lighter, with a constant drizzle and mist during winter. Uh, you know, Speaking about mists, it's easier to conquer or solve the mist in the Philippines. Uh, it's actually misty in Claveria, Misamis Oriental, especially at nighttime. But the way it's because there's a lot of people living in the area, as well as it's you know the road is well structured. You could still see what's going on in spite of the foggy situation in the province. But here in Ireland, you know especially in the motorway in the south, you got to be careful if you don't see anything on the road. You totally don't see anything because nobody's living around the area. But in Philippines, you can see sometimes you see people crossing the street, which is quite dangerous. But you can actually see them because the houses are just beside the road. And in terms of seasonal activities and atmosphere, winter in Ireland comes with festive traditions, cozy fires, and seasonal treats, which could feel refreshing and novel. In the Philippines, December and January, December and I'd say January, first week of January, after New Year's Eve. That's also festive because December and January for Filipinos, the families are quite intact, and even before they leave, first or second week of January, they cherish the fun. Most of the time, OFWs, they come home in December, cherish the moment, celebrate Christmas and New Year's Eve together. Celebration in the Philippines is marked by warm weather, often with outdoor parties and tropical Christmas decorations. In terms of clothing, you have to be wrap up. Wrap up, when you go outside, hanging out, enjoying the Irish weather. You have to have a layer of coats, scarves, and gloves in Ireland. It's a big change if you if you come from Philippines, because in the Philippines you just have to wear your t-shirt, shorts, and flip-flops, which is quite typical there. So these are the changes that I've experienced when I decided to settle in Ireland. Matter of fact is I just came from my holidays last November, and I did enjoy the tropical weather as well as the sunshine, and I miss it. Not only the weather, it's my family. Winter wise in Ireland, it's a special moment for both countries. It's just that when when your family is not around, so it's actually quite a huge difference. Although, weather in Ireland, especially the winter, might be a mix of excitement and adjustment, especially with its unique charm of frost, covered mornings, and festive cheer. But it could take some time to get used to the cold and darkness. If you just have had your holiday, if you ever, grow in a tropical country, so it's early darkness starting at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. That contrast would be highlight just how different the rhythms of life can be between tropical and temperate climate in both countries. So in the Philippines, sunrise at 6 a.m., sunset at 6 p.m. Other than that, both countries have different ways in celebrating Christmas as well as New Year. So whatever you have right now, whatever I have, I just enjoy it. And I'm just sharing to you the differences of the weather, the winter weather, Irish winter, compared to the warmth in the Philippines. Warmth with a couple of thunderstorms. But anyway, it's actually a pleasure to experience the life of both countries. Somehow I learned something and I gained something. So Christmas is coming. It's just a matter of few days from now. I hope you have a good time and you're well prepared for the coming celebration. I hope that you have a wonderful day. If you'll be happy enough, you can share this to your family and friends. You can follow me in YouTube, Facebook, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, even in Amazon Podcasts. I do appreciate your time and jingle bells. Thank you very much.